The Solent makes for a fantastic playground for water sports, whether it be sailing, paddleboarding or windsurfing. For a professional kite surfer is where his globe-trotting career on sea and air began.
I've been kite surfing for about 14 years now, and I've been professional for about 10 years. Got 4 or 5 different sponsors, and I spend my time travelling around the world, chasing the wind, going to competitions, photo shoots, coaching, training, do all sorts of different stuff, lots of content production. But yeah, my base is in the UK, and Portsmouth and Hayling Island are really good kite surfing locations, which is really good base for me to have, and then I can fly out from London from here. I actually grew up on Hayling Island and learnt on Hayling Island, as it is one of the best places in the UK. And even after I travel all over the world, it still, on its day, can be as good as anywhere. It's just not as consistent, the conditions we get here. As in the UK, we get frontal wind conditions, so they come in with storms and things like that, so you can't consistently get out every day, which makes it harder to progress, but on its day, it's as good as anywhere.
Perseverance and practice is keys to success in anything in life. According to Sam, he knows a lot about being on the first place podium.
If you really pursue something, then it will take you somewhere cool. So yeah, I've won a couple of competitions, some of the bigger comps in the States, and been British champion a couple of times, things like that, and world champion in my discipline last year, which is like the park sort of slope style discipline. It's still one of the smaller niche disciplines because there's not that many parks, but yeah, the cool thing about kite surfing is that there's lots of different disciplines. So you can take a wakeboard or a surfboard or even a hydrofoil, so it never gets boring. There's lots of different techniques to perfect, so yeah, it just keeps me interested.
Where do you even start when trying out something as radical as kite surfing?
Advice for beginners, I would recommend definitely getting lessons, as it is an extreme sport and can be dangerous. But the best thing at the start is to get a trainer kite or something like that, to get familiar with learning about the wind and how the kites fly in the sky. I sort of always tell people it's sort of like learning to drive a car. You know, those first few hours it does feel quite foreign, but once you get past that, it becomes second nature.
With a huge competition in South Africa just around the corner, the adrenaline-fueled sportsman is gearing up for more airtime.
Next week I'm actually flying to Cape Town for one of my biggest competitions of the year, called the Red Bull King of the Air, which is really big competition where they judge on your biggest jumps you can possibly do. So really cool event, as Cape Town's known for its strong wind conditions, and it has that wow factor. Everybody just goes huge. I'll be jumping 20-30 meters up in the sky, and it's just balls to the wall who can go the highest. So it's a really good event to be a part of. I'll be out in Cape Town for 3 or 4 weeks actually. They have a holding period over 2 weeks there, and they choose the windiest days, and they'll run the contest in a couple of days. And then actually after the contest I'm coaching some kids, some young talented school kids that are going to school in Cape Town. It's actually an international high school that travel all over the world. It's a remote school, really interesting, and yeah, I've been working with them for the last year or so, and I do like a guest coaching pro week where I show the kids, and it's really cool to share the knowledge I've picked up over my years competing and share with the next generation.
Charles Ray Palmer for That's TV.